My life was before Christ. It's weird to think about now. I grew up Catholic, was baptized. Didn't really go to church a whole lot, mostly Christmas and Easter services. Grew up in an alcoholic home, so there was a lot of hardship there. And then I always had a belief up until I was 12 or 13. And my grandma, who was a devout Catholic woman, passed away. And I decided that at that point, God just doesn't exist. Like, if God is truly an all-loving and all-knowing being, then why would he allow me to just go through this hardship? And from then until probably I was 21, I had a lot of alcohol and drug issues. Then I went to therapy for 7 years, kind of helped me get over my past a little bit, but there was always just that nagging feeling that I had that, I wasn't good enough, I wasn't doing enough, I was a failure as a father, as a husband, as a son, and yeah, just a lot of demons telling me that I wasn't good enough. The moment I gave my life to Christ, I remember it vividly. I was driving down the road, and just a couple days prior, I had walked into mine and my wife's bedroom, and I just glanced at our bookshelf, and my eyes shot directly to the Bible that my brother had bought me for our wedding. And I just had this deep internal feeling that I needed to read. So I started reading. I read through most of John, and then I went on this drive, and for the first time in my life, I openly and honestly prayed to God. And I said, please, if you are there, if you truly do love me, just give me a sign that, a sign that's just completely irrevocable proof that you do exist. And all of those demons that were telling me I wasn't good enough, that I was a failure, and all of that just went away. And for the first time in my life, I had silence. And it was I'm sorry, it was just such a beautiful moment in my life, because I got to see all of creation as it was, not through this dull gray filter of, everything's terrible. I got to see the beauty of the world. I got to see the trees, I got to see the green grass for the first time, and it was amazing. And at that moment, I said, all right, you are my Lord. I give my life to you. In following Christ, I found that there's a lot of, I like to call it joyful hardship. It's like I feel convicted a lot. A lot of the things that I didn't even think twice about doing is sin, and now I think twice about it, And I will say that anytime that I feel like I'm having hardship and I go into prayer, I do feel a relief. I actually lost my dad about a month ago, and that was really hard, but through prayer, the Lord allowed me to just be able to bear those burdens, and whenever I prayed, I can't take it anymore, he would just lift them off me, and I could take a breath. And it feels really good, always knowing that I have someone in my corner. At any time I can call on him, and he'll always be there to listen, he'll be there to help me, he'll be there to guide me. It's a great feeling. The reason that I'm choosing to get baptized is because, I was baptized as a baby, but this is my personal proclamation that Jesus is my Lord and Savior. Another reason is my brother, who is a very devout Christian, who fought for me for years to be a follower, encouraged me heavily to be baptized. And if there was any advice to anyone that I could give about, whether or not if you can follow Jesus, whether you're on that fence, just jump the fence. Just come to our side. The grass is way greener. My name's Chris, and I'm made new.